There is a press briefing that is scheduled to take place at 12:30 today. A letter endorsed by 200 Lok Sabha MPs addressed to the Prime Minister will be made public during the event. We are getting to know that Deepinder Hooda will be representing the Congress party at this very briefing. So my colleagues will be joining us to get us the latest on this letter. Our reporters on the ground are telling us about what this means, why the opposition today has decided to submit a letter, what is going to be a part of this letter. Now, a briefing is scheduled to take place at around 12:30. This is a letter that is by over 200 Lok Sabha MPs that is addressed to the Prime Minister, will be made public during the event. We're getting to know that Deepinder Hooda will be representing the Congress party at this very briefing. For more on this, let's go across to my colleagues who are joining us on the ground. Reporters who are tracking the story will be with us in moments from now. We'll be telling you more about what is happening with regards to the letter that has been endorsed by over 200 Lok Sabha MPs. What are the context? What is the specific context of this particular letter? We will also tell our viewers about it. But for now, the breaking news input that's coming in is that there are the MPs of the opposition who are now going to be, giving this letter. There is a letter that has been endorsed by over 200 Lok Sabha MPs. My colleagues are joining us live. Let me go across to our reporters on the ground who are with us, if they can hear me. Sabyasachi, if you can tell me about this particular letter which MPs have written. There is going to be a press conference that's going to take place at around 12:30 today. What are the contents of the letter? What more do we know about this?
Well, see, the context of the letter is that the opposition together will be demanding a special session of the parliament. Now, the opposition are demanding that clarity and transparency has to be maintained from the central government. Now, the opposition is asking a clarification on Operation Sindhu, on Donald Trump involvement in the ceasefire between India and Pakistan, as well as a recent interview that has come into light from the CDS. Now, these are some of the agendas on which the opposition want that the central government should call for a special session. Now, the central government in the letter, as per the sources, has also highlighted the fact that Prime Minister Narendra Modi was not part of the all-party meeting that was called by the centre twice. Now, the opposition has demanded that, on one hand, the opposition has supported the central government when the central government wanted that all-party delegation should go to the foreign countries. But at this particular time, it is equally important that the central government should also brief the people of India as well as the opposition about Operation Sindhu and not keep them into dark. See, these are some of the important agendas what we are picking from our sources, but also what we are learning is that the Trinamool Congress is the main party which had undertaken this initiative to reach out to all the political parties. Now, this particular initiative first was started by Mr. Kapil Sibal, and then it was forwarded by the Trinamool Congress, and the Trinamool Congress had reached out to all the political parties of the India Bloc, and together around 200 of member of parliaments have signed these letters, and they would decide the time and the place that they would give this letter to Prime Minister Narendra Modi asking for a special session of the parliament. But what is also interesting to note is that within the India Bloc also there is certain cracks which are coming into light, because as per the sources, several of the political parties who have extended their support, like the Congress, the Trinamool Congress, DMK,
right,
Samajwadi Party, but the NCP is unlikely to be part of this meeting, because Sharad Pawar earlier very categorically mentioned that this is a very serious and sensitive issue, and to discuss in the parliament is not possible.
While you're getting us details from the opposition's camp, let's also tell our viewers about what is happening with regards to the government strategy. Today is going to be a very important day, because there is the return of the envoys of Operation Sindhu, the MPs who were part of these delegations that went to world capitals to expose the truth about Pakistan-backed terror. And now we know that after the return, the 7 all-party delegations will also be meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. They will be briefing the Prime Minister about the discussions that were held, and sources say that this meeting could take place anywhere between the 9th of June or the 10th. Before that, the delegations will also meet External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar. Pragya, my colleague, is with us. Pragya, so on one hand, you have the opposition, which is also gearing up with a strategy that it's ready with. Today, there's going to be a press conference. But we also know that the MPs, this is MPs who are from different parties, from the I.N.D.I.A bloc. But when they went abroad with that one mission to expose Pakistan-backed terror, they said, we are all Indians here. They will be meeting the Prime Minister. What's expected? What more do we know about this very meeting that's going to happen with both the Prime Minister and also the External Affairs Minister?
Well, you are absolutely right. They will be meeting External Affairs Minister as soon as they have come. The schedule is already ready. On 3rd, the Group 1, which is led by Mr. Vijay Panda, will be debriefed by Mr. Jaishankar. And subsequently on 5th, there are groups like 6, 3 and also 4 who will be meeting Jaishankar ji, and also External Affairs Minister will be meeting rest of the group on June 6th. We are given to understand, except group 2 and 5, which are not, the schedule is not ready right now. These are the groups that were led by Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad and Mr. Shashi Tharoor.
Yes.
Both are important delegations, and in fact, if you look at the the deliberations that had happened in the countries that they had visited, it is very important to have that feedback from the first hand. These are the MPs who had gone there from different parties, and they will be citing their experience.
Absolutely.
And this feedback will be used by India to open up channels with those countries, and they will know which politician, which party is standing firmly with India when it comes to terror.
Right.
Also, we have been able to put our perspective and our evidence and proof against Pakistan and the terror that it is supporting. If you look at the images what Mr. Shashi Tharoor was doing, he is also showing the people in Brazil that there are the military and also the army people who were there at the funeral of the terrorists.
Yes.
And these terrorists are UNSC proscribed
and
terrorists.
Pragya, not just in Brazil, in other countries too, envoys of this very delegation, be it leaders from the Congress party, the likes of Shashi Tharoor, the likes of Salman, Khurshid, the likes of Manish Tiwari, be it leaders from the DMK, like DMK's Kanimoy, or other leaders who, when they went abroad, the mission was clear. We are representatives of Bharat, and we are going to put out the message of Bharat first, and the fact that India now has zero tolerance for terrorism. I want both of you to stay with us as you track the details from the opposition camp and the government strategy. Let's tell our viewers about what the basic task of this delegation was. Their task was to take India's message on Operation Sindhu to the world and expose Pakistan on the global stage. Every member of the 7-member all-party delegation put India first on the foreign soil, regardless of their political affiliations, their region, and also their ideological leanings. They were out with one message. The message is that India wants to convey to the world that we have no tolerance for terrorism. While they spoke in one voice, highlighting the country's united stand against Pakistan-backed terror, back home, some in the opposition decided to put their political interests above national interests. They relentlessly questioned the government, asking questions about the number of jets India lost, accusing the foreign minister of informing Pakistan with this kind of a fake narrative. Also, we know that there are some who tried to latch on to Donald Trump's claim of mediating a ceasefire between the two countries. To these people at home, there is Congress leader Salman Khurshid, who is a key member of the all-party delegation that is led by Sanjay Kumar Jha. He sent them a strong message. The former External Affairs Minister expressed his frustration on social media platform X, and he wrote in plain and simple terms, when on a mission against terrorism to carry India's message to the world, it's distressing that people at home are calculating political allegiances. Is it so difficult to be patriotic? The question was plain and simple. Is it so difficult to be patriotic? Now, Khurshid's message also comes after his remarks on Article 370 that deepened the discomfort within the Congress party itself. Khurshid had earlier called Article 370 a major problem and had hailed its abrogation, saying that the scrapping of the article brought prosperity to Kashmir. And here's what Salman Khurshid said in his latest comments.
People keep saying, what are you doing in a delegation where there are people from the BJP? What are you doing there? Now, what are we doing here? We are doing here is what is needed for the country. No matter which party you're from, today what is needed is a single voice to speak in favor of the nation, and that's what we are doing here. When I say is it so difficult to be a patriot, that's the question that has to be asked of those who are putting out tweets and saying things that I believe are not very encouraging when you want to do something for the nation.